Okay, I'm going to have a much closer look at the Nice guys, right? Now, at the time, I noticed immediately that this film was just not the Nice guys, it was the Nice guys. It was the predictive programming, the pre-advertising mockery of the public, or for the Nice operation where some truck is supposed to have gone over some people in Nice, right, with its palm trees, right? Well, of course, all you saw and all it was a complete hoax with mannequins on the street. And if you can't tell that this is a bright white mannequin, I mean, Nice is a very hot place, right? This skin, you know, and look at the proportions. This is a mannequin just dumped on the street with a 1 megapixel camera all fuzzed up. This is Jungle Surfer's copy of my video. Of course, that blood is far too light. Again, just a modern day mannequin. The huge quads here, and just white as hell, impossible. It's just a mannequin with fake blood, right? Mannequins. Like this is from my video, as you can see. Mannequin. Anyway, so I'm not going to dwell on that too much because, you know, it's obvious, it's clear, it was just an absolute ridiculous hoax. And the Nice guys was the film for it. They have a film for everything. Manchester by the Sea, Midnight in Paris, Seven Sisters, What Happened to Monday. Well, of course, that was the Finsbury Park hoax on Seven Sisters Road on a Monday, etc., etc., you know. So I rewatched the movie last night, and this, oh man, this is a double entendre, right? It's not the Nice guys, it's the Nice guys with the palm trees in Nice. Yeah. But it is my contention that this whole movie is one long double entendre. You have to look at the whole script, not just for this complete mannequin on the streets, fake blood hoax, right? Truck traveling at 15 miles an hour nonsense, right? No, it's more than that. Now, I rewatched it, and of course it didn't click at the time, but all these people lying, pretending to be dead. Come on. Hello? In the movie, in this scene with Russell Crowe and Ryan, is that Ryan Gosling? Yeah, the old young goose, gay goose. Anyway, see, people pretending to be dead, lying down on the street, right? And of course, let's see, this scene, the whole movie is just people getting run over by vehicles. Of course, it's all mockery. Look, watch.
There's a...
Yeah, see? The movie starts with Misty Mountains running her vehicle through a house. He gets run over by a vehicle. Russell Crowe talks about a story later on about somebody getting run over by a vehicle. Later on, I'm sorry, I'm going to give you a mild spoiler here. She gets run over by a vehicle, and so on and so forth, right? But there's more, and this is where you've got to be paying attention to this this video, because yeah, I'm going to be looking closer into this movie. Listen to what the old gay goose says here, Gosling.
Sun went down, nothing changes. Just like you said. Look, he got away with it. Big surprise. You know? People are stupid. But they're not that stupid. The point is, 5 years tops, we're all driving electric cars from Japan and what?
That's it. This movie is set in the late 1970s, right? Yeah, it is Gosling. It's not that. Remember, the whole movie is a double entendre. Okay, what he's saying there, and forget the word Japan, cars coming from Japan. It doesn't matter where the cars are coming from. What he's saying there is 5 years from now, we're all driving electric cars, right? Tops. That's now. It's not. This movie's about talking about future events now and in the future. This Nice operation, this hoax operation with the mannequins, yeah, was. Hold on, let me see. Get that other one up. This hoax was a future event. This movie came out beforehand, of course, but here he's saying we're all going to be in electric cars in 5 years' time. Now, Fabianism, right? This is how they work. They do incremental turns of the screw over a period of time, implementing any new agenda they have. And this one, to put everybody in electric cars, I think is on the way. And the first turn of the screw was the attack on all cars before 2014. All diesel cars, right? Diesel. I just did a little search here on Auto Trader. Diesel cars, 2011. The government this year suddenly turned that Fabianist screw and is charging like £7.30 an hour just to park in central London if you have a diesel car. Especially a diesel car from 2013 or before. They're taxing these cars out of existence. Diesel cars of 2013 and before. That's nearly new as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you had bought a car, a brand new diesel car back in 2012, 2013, for instance, right? And you'd paid top whack, or you bought the car on hire purchase, a mortgage on a car, right? You'd still be paying that mortgage now. Maybe it's, what, £25,000 you're paying. And that car suddenly, because of the government, because of this Fabianist clampdown on diesel cars, saying, under the guise of going green, suddenly your car's worth next to nothing. And you've still got £13,000 worth of mortgage payments on this car to come. And you can hardly give the car away. Because the government's now made the diesel cars of that age, nearly new as far as I'm concerned, are worth nothing. Now, within a year or two, I expect that to be happening on petrol cars too. Yeah? You buy a new petrol car now, you think, oh, well, that's fine, yeah? It's not. Not necessarily. If they do that Fabianist screw on the petrol cars next, then your petrol car that you've just paid £30,000 for, or 35,000 euros or $35,000 for, or whatever, that will suddenly be worth, just a couple of thousand. Yeah? And you've just paid a huge amount for it, because they are going to phase out diesel cars, phase out petrol cars. It could happen. I'm not saying it will for sure, but it looks like it. Yeah? Think back to what the guy said. Mr. Gay Goose here, Mr. Gosling, he said 5 years from now, tops, we're all driving electric cars. Yeah? And then the next turn of the screw, hybrids, electric cars, right? And the next turn of the screw will be that you'll be in Johnny cabs. And you'll have no control over the car at all anyway. Bumbling around at 30 miles an hour everywhere. No control. Being tracked everywhere. No freedom. Yeah, all under the guise of, oh, it's green. Well, that electricity has to be generated in power stations. And if you think power stations, no matter what they are green, then you've got another thing coming. Oh, they'll say, oh, but no, it's wind power and it's wave power. No, most of it won't be. They won't be able to generate that much power from those means. I don't think so. So it'll be just a ruse, just to take the control away from you, to take the liberty away from you, like the front cover of that 2018 Economist about liberty. The first words are liberty. They're taking your freedom, liberty away from you. And this will be one of them. So I'm going to be looking closer into this movie, into the script in this movie, because I believe this is all a double entendre. There's a really nasty paedophile double entendre somewhere earlier on in this movie. In the hold on. In the bowling alley. Yeah, here's the people pretending to be dead. Yeah, you see? Right? That's your niece operation. Bingo. That hoax. But
actually, don't kill her. You know, I asked around about you. There's a couple of people I trust. Fuck you, old lady.
It's here. Here it is.
Well, you can go rob a bank.
Listen.
Hurry.
Hold on.
Jesus. What are you doing here?
Giving you a rim job.
What? What? Rim shot? Rim shot.
Whatever. Hey, can we...
Pedophile reference, serious one. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. Right? It's a double entendre. Do you get it? This whole movie is a double entendre. Look, there's going to be a lot more in this movie. I'm going to have a look at this script. I'm not going to go into the kind of detail I would go into Ferris Bueller's Day Off or Tower Heist. But, yeah, everything in this movie is not 70s. It's now and the future and the near future now. Yeah? That communism on steroids brought by the Jewish Zionists called the NWO.